Hello everybody. I was sick yesterday, but I'm less sick today. And I'm very excited to continue with Shadowbringers. And yeah, exactly, Martin. I still liked a lot of Stormblood. It just not as much as Heavensward, and not as much as I'm enjoying Shadowbringers. But first, let me greet everybody. Hello, Oxide. Thank you very much for subscribing for 20 months. Hello, Rin. And hello, Martin, again. You're glad I'm feeling better? Thank you, thank you. And hello, Zach. Hopefully my... oh, good, my bitrate is back up to green. I was worried because it went down to gray for a bit. This probably won't be a super long stream, but I am feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. I have to show, I was messing with the camera so it wouldn't log me out, and somehow I got into this weird camera angle with what I think are candles or something. What do you think these are? I'll rotate the camera a bit in a second. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think they are. Let's see. Let me attune to the Morrow Keep real quick. Okay. They're candles you weren't supposed to get too close to. Yeah, usually they would like block the camera or something. Somehow it got perfectly at the right angle and distance. But I guess I'll be continuing the main story now. Welcome, friend, welcome. My apologies for our less than hospitable greetings earlier. Yeah, you almost killed me. Tell me, what is your name? From where do you hail? Yes, I am from Source. From the Crystarium, I see. And this tablet you've brought may help us find the Light Warden here in Roctica? Well, you are welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Come, let me show you around. Oh. Would it be alright if I joined you? Of course, of course. Anything for the guests of our dear Master Matoya. This is definitely a change in tone from earlier. Thank you. She means a great deal to the Knights Blessed, doesn't she? If not for her, we may have all perished in the Great Fire. The Great Fire. With our priests slain and our home in ruins, we were at the mercy of the Sin Eaters. I wonder if we're going to deal with a fire element Sin Eater. It was she who drove them back, and with her sage guidance, we were able to rebuild. Before long, she became a central figure in our community, a great oak within whose shadow may have come to find solace. That is not to say there were not those hesitant to grant an outsider such authority, myself included. Perhaps it is the smile in her eyes when she speaks of the sunless sea. I feel whole again, now that she is with us, and I have no doubt the others feel the same. Hydrate, Spanner, you got it. She is as much a part of the Knights Blessed as any of us, and we are grateful for all she does in the service of the dark. But you did not hear this from me, yes? Aw, it's gonna be a bit tsundere. Now, you should know there are certain customs we ask guests to adhere to so long as they reside within the Slitherbow. To show reverence to the dark? In a word, yes, but fear not. It is not too involved. Let us begin with something simple. Follow me. Ah yes, I began this stream with reverence to the dark too by staring directly at your candles. Very dark. Slime nod. Why do they have candles? I guess it's for the inevitable night, but let's see. Okay, my gear seems to be in decent enough condition. Where did he go? I think I attuned here. Yes. Where's the nearest ether current? Only 300 away? Okay, we'll probably grab that after the main scenario quest. Should you see any of our people come to this chamber, they have likely returned from a journey beyond the borders of Raktika. We used the water stored here to cleanse ourselves of the light's impurity. Well, now there's less light outside of the city, now that we've cleansed 2 areas. A simple and perhaps peculiar custom, but is one of our most important. Would you two kneel for just a moment, that I might rid you of the light's impurity? Hello, Kitty Stalker. Are we bringing lots of shadows? It seems we are. Kneel. Oh, as usual, the game does weird things when I click. 1 second. Kneel. How are you doing today, Kitty? Kinda like this music. Slime kneel. You played some Sudoku? Oh, nice. I hope it was fun. And I hope you have a good meal, too. As Runar lightly sprays you with water, your skin begins to tingle. Eh? Is this like some magic water or something? I hope it's not swamp water. And with that, you have been cleansed of the light's blighted touch. How do you feel? My slime was very thirsty, thank you. I'm not sure, to be honest. Not refreshed exactly, but I do feel different. Has this water been treated in some way? I imagine so, otherwise it wouldn't tingle. Only blessed by our priests. Matoya, or a different priest? They are practiced in the arcane arts. As such, it is said their prayers imbue the water with a faint dark energy. A prickling sensation? No one has ever spoken of such a reaction before. I wonder if it's because we have so much light ether on us. I wouldn't say it's an unpleasant sensation, but I too felt something strange. The dark aspect of the water should have no discernible effect, unless... Master Matoya was right. You are sin eaters. I jest. Oh good. What you felt was likely no more than the chill of the water. I'm sure there's something plot related here. Perhaps now would be a good time for you to acquaint yourself with the people of Slitherbow. Okay. Or is it Bow? Probably Bow. For that, I must teach you a customary greeting. Alintuta. In the language of Ronka, it is one of several ways one might say, good evening. The world is not as safe as it once was, and this greeting lets us quickly discern friend from foe. Is there a handshake or gesture we should know too? I would hate to offend anyone. Ha 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 ha. You need not worry. Merely speak the words Alintuta, and they will know you as friends of the Blessed. I will await your return here. Now go. They are like to be heartened by your knowledge of our ways. Let's go, slime nod. With the chat mode, say Alan Tuta to greet the villagers of Slitherbow. Okay, I'm gonna copy paste that because there's no way I can type that right. Okay. Now then, we need to find 3 of them. Where are you hiding? Ha. Oops. The elderly woman smiles warmly. I wonder if she actually knows it, if it's the saying of his people. Just have to find 2 more. There we go. Alan Chisi? Eh? Welcome, friend. I take it you will remain in these woods for some time, yes? Be wary of these woods. You will find poison in near everything you see. But fear not. Our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask and it is yours. Well, thank you for sharing. I'm hoping that Asuna will keep me safe as well. You know, maybe I should just mend while I'm here. There we go. Tutorial for repairing my own gear. I don't think my crafters are high enough level yet. But one day, perhaps. Oh, this is an interesting chamber. It seems very green compared to the rest of the swamp. I've no business with strangers. Oops. Ah, a newly come traveler. Alan Tisi. And welcome to the Slitherbow. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We are a quiet and taciturn people. Silent and serene as the sunless sea, the quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and the dangers here in the woods. I wonder if that's why the lady outside was so quiet. But okay, we've now greeted 3 people. Which apparently is good enough. Yeah, they do have a lot of candles for people who worship the dark. Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There is still much I have to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see now they've built such a thriving community. Alright, next quest. A helping hand. Judging by the glint in Runar's eye, there is more for you to learn about the Slitherbow. Ah, you are returned. Very good. No doubt you were they were glad of your company. It has been too long since we have had visitors. With a reception like that, I can't imagine why. Remember, if you have any questions, or there's anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Smile and slime nod. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Matoya, we cannot ask for payment, but you would be willing to lend a hand? Sure, it'd be my pleasure. Always happy to help out. We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough. It's not going to be simple, is it? All I ask is that you take a jug of water and water the crops in the square. Oh yes, this tiny jug of water, I can definitely fit that in my pocket. May I help too? Of course! One of you can do the filling and the other the watering. Speak with Ersabel When you have finished, she will be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. While you take care of that, I will see to your room and a warm meal. Why, thank you. Alright, now I just have to put this giant jug in my pocket. Right then, I'll fill, you water. You got it, slime nod. It's fine though, we were able to carry dinosaurs in our pockets earlier. I'm still laughing about that even though that was so many quests ago. This was the only jug I can find which was small enough to lift. But I'm afraid there's a crack in the bottom. You'll need to hurry to the garden before the water leaks out. Oh, is it time to speedrun? Take the jug of water to the square before the contents leak out. You will have 45 seconds to complete this task. Should you fail, return to Minfilia and try again. Oh, okay, here we go. Looks like we're watering everything between the jug and our location as well. Our destination, excuse me. Actually, there's plenty of time. You have watered half of the plot. Fetch another jug of water to take care of the rest. Okay. But let me see if this person has a flight quest. They do. What we do for family. Varthan is in a hurry, but not in such a hurry that he would deny a helping hand. You're that guest Master Matoya was telling us about. Please, you have to help me. Sure, of course. I searched high and low, but I can't find my friend Karnas anywhere. I fear he's run off to Fort Goten again. It's where we grew up, but it was abandoned years ago after the Sin Eaters attacked. The place is teeming with all manner of beasts now, and Master Matoya has expressly forbidden anyone from setting foot there. I don't know what's gotten into him lately, but we have to find him before he gets hurt. If you should find him first, you'll want to tell him our password. Tuktu. He's the skittish sort, so don't delay in telling him so he'll know you mean no harm. Okay. I'm going to forget that, so I hope we don't have options. It starts with a T. Hopefully all the options they give us don't start with a T. Was there enough water for the plot? Only half. Only half? I see. Well, let me refill the jug for you. Thank you. Take another jug of water to the square before the contents leak out. You will have 30 seconds, less time, to complete the task. Should you fail, return to Minfilia and try again. Okay, let's go. Way less time now, but that's okay. Looks to be in basically the same spot. So this should be simple. Wonder if we can walk into this fire. Nope. Can't get too distracted though, but now there's plenty of time. The whole plot has now been thoroughly watered. Nice. Hey, I watered your crops. Well met, travelers. I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something? You watered the crops? Ah, my apologies for not noticing sooner. I have been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Todia's duty, but she's no longer with us. Aw. We have since taken to sharing the duty, though never with guests. You are most kind. I was happy to help out. Is there anything else we can do to help? We could plant something if you like. There's no need. The plot is small, it is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. Is that really enough to feed your whole village? I don't know how you manage. Have the blessed not considered leaving? life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. Yeah, living in the middle of the swamp doesn't seem like a very safe place. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history? How our faith came to be? Little bits of it, I guess. Yes, I believe so. The Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community, which ultimately decided to strike out on its own in the Roktica Greatwood. I see you have read your history. By the way, how's the audio balance? But there is a history that is told, and one that is lived. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything. Their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say what became of the souls of those lost in the flood when their bodies were reborn as sin-eaters. The people were without answers, without hope, their gods having drowned along with everything else. Seems fine. Thank you, Martin. It seemed like nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth, they found a new faith, a belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies, in the sunless sea above. That is why we pray for the safe passage of wayward souls unto the blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the self-same reason our founders first chose them. We may have, that we may lead lives of simplicity, with the shade of these trees as a constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise in Yulmore, it's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You are kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. This we must do for them, our children, and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. I just hope they'll be okay and not too beholden to tradition. With any luck, we can at least get rid of the light here. The light warden, I mean. Hello, Shiro. How are you today? Lost but not forgotten. Runar has more work to be done. Done tending to the crops already? I sure am. I mean, there were only 2 of them to water. Not that big of a deal. Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready. Runar! Danger music already. In the woods, sin eaters. I fear they may have the touch. Where? In the grove to the southwest. For a mercy, they've yet to wander any closer to the Slither Bough. Then we have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on. Don't you want us to deal with that or anything? But sir, what of Tosia's Heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. Of all the times for Sin Eaters to appear. Are you just gonna leave them alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beast down. But if they indeed have the touch, I would not risk them corrupting one of our own. That makes sense, but we're immune. What was that you said about a stone? A few days past, Todia, a child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by the Sin Eaters. Aw, poor child. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste, we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her Heartstone. All of the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It is the most valuable possession one can own. I guess that's what they're wearing around their necks, maybe? It is custom to present the Heartstone of the deceased at their funeral as an offering to the heavens. But now... well, we can go, right? What if I could find it for you? I have experience fighting Sin Eaters, and the light's corruption does not touch me like it does the others. Master Matoya called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia, descended from the Oracle? Nod. Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the Blessed. I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that you and your people are in need and I can help. Please, let me do this. And I'll help too. Very well. But if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. Don't worry, I'll help out too. I nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? Don't worry, I'll come with you. Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. Go swiftly, and may the shadow keep you both. No slime nod? Okay. Okay, bye, Minfilia. I always think it's funny when the NPCs run off way before you can. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna summon my chocobo. Now there are many of us to aid. But wait, let me see where this... oops. Ah, where's the side quest? Down there. And the main quest is where? Pretty close along the way. Okay. Maybe I'll get the side quest out of the way at the same time. Oh, and thankfully it does tell me in the quest log what the password is. Let me grab some water real quick while we travel. Ah yes, we are in Lahi now. Have those of you who aren't super familiar with the game heard the Lahi memes? If you've seen Pinning's channel, you might have heard a bit about it. Oh. Can I help them? Oh, my fate level's too high. Actually, let me stop by here first. Destination already. Oh, there's actually a cutscene. Where could the Sin Eaters be hiding? Perhaps behind one of these trees. There, the Sin Eaters! How did I miss that? Oh, it's one of the huge, like, Valkyrie types. Oh, two of them. I hope they don't have the same powers that mid-boss one had. I was hoping there would only be one. There's no way we can search for the stone without dealing with him first. That's okay, we'll deal with him. Let's get to it then. Let me at him, let me at him. What? Shouldn't we make a plan first? No, I usually just charge in. Though, there are only two. I'll draw one of them away. You can deal with the other. No, it's okay. Okay. You sure that's a good idea? Well... Alright. Maybe if we hurry up and deal with ours, we can go help her with hers. Glare. I'll just glare at it. What does that do? Hillary? Oh. I guess they're actually not as strong as I thought they would be. It's probably because I just swapped out my gear. Oh, yes. That is leading us right around the side quest. Perfect. It is weird being a white mage for this expansion though. It seems like I literally am fighting light with light. Oh. Here you are. Let's see. Say... They're making me actually type it in. You're from Slitherbow. Vartham must have sent you then. I was fine until the beetle. It's only a scratch, but I'm starting to feel numb, and my vision's grown clouded. Good thing I'm a healer. Worst of all, I dropped my only vial of serum somewhere in these woods. Could you find it for me? Sure. Of course, it's way over there. Okay, let's stop by and do some of the main scenario stuff. Then go for that next. But while I'm right here... Hey, where did she go? Oh, she beat it. Nice. But are you hurt? Why are you... Roku. There you are. It's done. Though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. I'm just glad you're okay. Good job soloing one, though. I'm fine. You needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find the Heartstone. They said it was made with jade, right? I'll search all over there in the brush. It's gonna be really hard to find something green in this swamp. There is a green literally everywhere. Hello, Haru. And this is a rather wide area to search too. Oh, there's a shiny over there. Pile of leaves. There seems to be no trace of the Heartstone here, of course. You'll be zero help with your special eyes. Eh? You have special eyes? I still remember that commercial, or rather I saw a Mass Effect meme of it. Which is another game series that I need to play at some point. I've only played the very first bit of Mass Effect still. Let's try this other pile of leaves. Thankfully, there aren't too many to search. Oh, I know what you mean, Martin. I wasn't sure if you were referring to that or not. You brush away the leaves and uncover a brilliant green gem. I'm glad there were only 2 piles of leaves that we had to search in this entire swamp. Okay. Found it. Did you have any luck? Here you go. It's beautiful. This has to be it. You know, Thancred always said you were a man of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I'm to be even half the hero you are. What was that? Ah, hello, Death Metal. Thank you very much for resubscribing for 15 months. Welcome back, welcome back. And indeed, Deet, hello to you as well. Lahi. The hero she was. Ah, I'm sorry, forget I said anything. We should head back to Slitherbough. Runar, excuse me, and the others are probably worried. How are the 2 of you doing today? I hope the day is treating you well. Although actually, what time is it? I guess I'm getting a bit later start than usual. Doing very Lahi. Are you doing Lahi too, Haru? Don't know if you can hear her. I moved the microphone slightly higher so it'd pick me up better, but hopefully you can still hear her a little bit. But first, where's this side quest? We better stop by there first. Can she sing like Soken? Nobody can sing as well as Soken can. I still think it's amazing that he was able to play this song while dual wielding. Having now heard the song, I can tell how well he nailed it too. What were they called? Automophones? Automatones? Were they phones or tones? Okay. Picked up the random bit of serum, and now let's go deliver it. They were called automatones? Ah, okay. I always forget. Thank you for confirming, Deet. Let us go drop this off now. I think they're inside of this. Yeah, okay. Oh, their friend seems to have found them too. There you are. Did you find it? I sure did. You finished Endwalker already, Deet? That's impressive. How did you like it? Thank you. I should be fine now after a bit of rest. What were you thinking coming back here? You could have been killed. You finished a few days ago? It was insane? That's a very impressive pace. I guess you must have liked it to breeze through it that quickly. I had to, Vartham. For my father. How did you like it compared to, Shadowbringers? Now we should be able to just teleport back. You didn't even breeze through? Oh. Maybe it's not as many hours long as I thought it would be. It's better? You liked it better than Shadowbringers? Oh, nice. I have a lot to look forward to then, because I'm already really liking Shadowbringers, and I think we're still just to the part where they're, like, introducing the characters and setting things up. The main issues are server queues. Yeah, that's understandable. I have definitely heard and dealt with some horror stories. Thankfully today wasn't too bad. The longest queue I've ever had has only been about 40 to 50 minutes, since I usually play during fairly low population times of day. But during peak hours, it's horrible. I got logged out and I didn't even bother trying to log back in the other night. It was just way too much queue. Your queue in the evening could take 3 hours. I believe it. It definitely seems like thousands of people are trying to get in evenings. Thank goodness you are safe. I had begun to fear the worst. Don't worry, I wasn't gone that long. I just did a side quest at the same time. 6,500? Oh wow. I've never seen it quite that high. By all that is dark, you found it. We can proceed with her service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only protect us in life, but to guide our spirits onto the sunless sea in the hereafter. I'm worried about this wing I see. Oh, okay, it's just somebody's mount. Europe servers have it especially bad? It's been a little while since I played on a European server. I used to have an alt there, that I'd play with an old static that moved there when the European server was created. They'd moved there, and I made a little bit of an alt to keep them company, but I was burning out too much playing on multiple servers. Thankfully, that seems less an issue now. It was just a particularly busy time in life. There are only 2 data centers with less worlds? I see, that makes sense. I think Odin is the one that I had a character on. I'd moved it to Crystal for a while, so that I had an in-game character there. You're on Odin? Oh, nice. I have a few friends on Odin. Though I one day need to move my alt back now that my main in the Crystal data center is now higher level than the alt. Although I think it's less story than the alt, so maybe not quite yet. Even should we be felled by the Sin Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark. Saying goodbye, Runar let out a sigh of relief. Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the blessed. Oh, you made a character on the US server to play during European peak hours? Oh, nice. Maybe you share a server with some of us. I must... Excuse me, let me grab some water real quick. Oh, you're not gonna keep playing it? I see. Too much effort? I understand. It can be a lot to keep multiples going at once, especially with how far story has gotten. I'm really enjoying, well, I guess I'm further than I ever was now. But I really enjoyed replaying all the story and everything, though. It brought back some good memories. Even parts of the game that I wasn't quite as fond of, like the bit of downtime before Heavensward and parts of Stormblood, I still really enjoyed going through it all again. The queue is 6,152 on Odin. Oh dear, that is a lot. I must insist you and your friends attend Todia's service as honored guests. There is still much we can do to prepare, but please go and inform the others it will be held in the darker. The darker. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. Okay, let's go. Is this darker? Oh, I'm Minfilia. Roku and I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away. Did we? We watered some crops, and we helped them recover a lost heirloom out of the woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. There were Sin Eaters and... He's not going to take that well, is he? As long as he accompanied you. But do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. Hey, he actually took it better than I thought he would. How did you... Let's just say a little bird told me. Well, Is it this perhaps a giant bird that's standing right next to us? Probably not, though. And it's telling me now that Roku has business with us. Is something the matter? They asked us to attend the service? Of course we'll go. It's being held in the darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late. I promise. Where is it anyway? I guess it's this cave over here. There are a lot of candles in a cave that's called the Darker. Actually, it's pretty bright in here. Tons of candles. There must be hundreds. Or is this giant well here the Darker? Can I jump in? No. Then again, I don't know if I actually want to jump into a mystery dark well. The elderly woman hands you a candle. She then points over at a nearby corner where you might place it. Okay. Is this the one? Candle. I guess they do have these special blue candles. Maybe they're dark lights or something. Now we'll wait over here for our friends, I take it? Ah, yes. Hello, everybody.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Of course. Always sad to bury a child. Aww.
Let us begin.
Okay. You're gonna make me really sad again, aren't you, game? Hello, Pending.
I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers.
Oh, that's right, they're not allowed to say their true names. I guess maybe Minnie is her true name? I hope you're having a good day so far, Pending. Are you enjoying Shadowbringers? I have a lot to catch up on now, but that's okay. I'm really enjoying it. I'm super far along, really?
We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
We may not be able to save her, but we can take out the Light Warden, and hopefully that will help prevent future casualties. Oh, but why does it light up like that?
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
Oh. That's sad, but pretty.
call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
Hey, that's me, I guess. I'm the Shadowbringer. I'll do my best. And you're to level 77, already pending? Nice. I think I'm 73, 74, something like that. You love that I still have a slime on my head? Yes. I had to go and glamour it. Now it will permanently be there until such time as we find something more hilarious or whatever. But it represents my turnip in the game, I guess.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks.
You're welcome. I'm always happy to help out.
The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
I'm the turnip bringer. Yes. I should have liked to have met her.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing.
I'd be happy to. Just point me at the next Light Warden. I am ready. Maybe.
Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will?
The slime has a goofy face too. It does. A little bit. No, it has a very serious face.
Thinking of all those we have lost,
Can I handle that much light? Hopefully.
We will bring back the dark.
Yes, we will, Thancred.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact.
Oh, you have a clue for us?
Orionje and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
You know, she probably shouldn't use phrases like illuminating while worshipping the dark. But that's fine. I'm literally using light magic against them, even if I'm supposed to be the Shadowbringer. I wonder if this, the job of choice for this storyline is Dark Knight? It wouldn't surprise me if it is. I wonder if any of expansions are going to be healer focused. Probably not, though. Good, you're here. Thanks to the Exarch's gift, our next course of action is now clear. In the trailer, the protagonist switches jobs a lot. Oh, I still haven't watched the trailer. I heard there were a lot of spoilers in it. So I've been holding off watching it, even well into Shadowbringers. But I'm not sure how far those spoilers go and when it's safe to watch it. No real spoilers? Really? Maybe I misunderstood. Stirring up trouble. Y'shtola seems quite pleased with herself, but whether she has good or bad news to share remains to be seen. Pending you just want to imagine Minfilia whispering to Thancred, what's with the slime? And Think would respond with, "It's just how the Warrior of Darkness rolls. Just don't look directly at it and you'll be fine." Exactly, Pending. And maybe Y'shtola being called Matoya and small Minfilia? Eh? Oh, I see. Oh, they call her Matoya in the trailer? Oh, and the other Minfilias? I see. I see what you mean, Yeah, that would have spoiled me a while ago a little bit, but I should be past that point now. I'm afraid to log out and look at the trailer now though, but maybe I'll watch it later. Maybe we can watch it towards the end of the stream or something, except it might have DMCA music, so I may mute it. Stirring up trouble. Y'shtola seems quite pleased with herself, but whether she has good or bad news to share remains to be seen. You don't really understand why she's called Matoya? I believe it's because people here, it's their tradition to not call people by their actual names, or rather not say your own name. You always need to keep your name in the dark, like literally, and always use a fake name. So none of the people we meet are actually using their real names here. They're always using pseudonyms, is that the right word? That may not be the right word. But anyway, that's why she's going as Matoya. Because if she went by her actual name, it would go against their tradition. If you say your real name, it ruins the LARP. Pseudonym works? Oh, thank you for confirming, Martin. And hello, Zero. How's it going? Ready for more Shadowbringers? Wonder if she's found the next boss area. Probably it's not that simple. Probably we have to deal with the group of people that they introduced in the last stream. I forget what they were called. Let me begin by first explaining the origins of this tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkin Empire and was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. It was a time of strife and unceasing war with neighboring nations. With each passing day, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. In their desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. And you think this ancient petition will somehow help us get into Yixmaja? As usual, they have to continue their tradition of making area names impossible to say. Indeed we do. For etched into this tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkin Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruins' protectors to grant us safe passage. And of course that's where the Light Warden is or something, right? The problem, however, is I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkin text and translations into a more modern dialect, which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I am confident it will suit our purposes. Where can we find this monument? Obviously in the worst place possible, right? Here in Cydia, quite close to Scissorbow, in fact. Oh, I'm surprised. It's actually easy to get to. The good news ends there, however, for it is in the possession of a rather radical faction of the Dark Worshippers, the Children of the Everlasting Dark. Okay, never mind, I take back my previous take back. If I'm to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary, but I will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text I need. To ensure that I will have enough, I'm afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me. Well, of course. Always happy to help. Slime nod. And before you even ask, the answer is no. Eh? If we're to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. Oh, he's talking to Minfilia, okay. Saying, no, you can't come along. Alright, I'll stay here until you return. We won't be long. If anything should happen, you keep her safe. Ranger bow. Then let us convene outside, to the west of Slitherbow, where the path diverges. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna guess it's right by the ether current, but I could be wrong. No, it's the opposite direction, I think. Yeah, 200 north, okay. I wonder if we're going, well, maybe on the way to Fano over there? We can get it. I am liking how many aetherites these regions have. Definitely feels much easier to get around than it used to be. I hope Endwalker has as many too. The encampment we seek is to the north, but it would be foolish to simply rush in. Indeed, Lahi. A guard has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Perhaps he has aught to share of their recent activity. You think they removed some ether currents in older areas when Endwalker released? Yes. They seem to have roughly cut it in half. And it seems like they've cut the number of quests ether currents down as well. So it's definitely much easier. It's too bad. Well, for the most part it's good, but I did kind of want to show how horrible some of the ones in the locks were. But I guess I can always fly by and show you just how sadistic they were with the placement in the locks. There was one where you had to walk around like nearly the entire map to get to it. So far out of the way. But we really must tread carefully. There's a chance we may encounter them along the way. On the bridge? Yeah, that one. And if you fall, you have to walk all the way back around. Stay close and stay alert. I would avoid a confrontation if possible. They rejoice in dealing death to others, claiming that in doing so they cleanse their victims of sin and usher them into the sunless sea. I would rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. Okay, let's go. Oh, maybe we are indeed going towards the ether current. Was there only one exit to the town? Maybe that's why they had me go out there. I never quite understood what this thing was. So they're like weird ghost things. Huh. Here they're calling them Jinn though. Let's see. Getting very close. Cloud Dog? I guess that is what they look like. You're right about that. How clean is this water? Oh, there's the current. Perfect. Flying cabbage. Green bearded cloud ghost. Exactly. Alright, where's the next one? Far to the east, huh? Oh, this isn't a through path. Okay. Under attack. I am kind of glad that I swapped out my gear. This is going to make the overworld enemies a lot quicker. There we go. Done already. Here you go. You are safe, friend. By the blessed dark. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We would have arrived sooner, but we had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. You are acquainted with Master Matoy, then? My apologies. The children have been acting strange of late, so I thought to take a closer look. I was careless. Strange? What have you seen? At first there seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary, the usual gathering of ingredients for poisons from flora and fauna. But then I took notice of their venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in much greater numbers. It's as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as for what? Probably nothing good for us, Thancred. It could be anything, really. If it's meant to end of the... If they meant to end the... What? Let me try that again. If it meant the end of the blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps we can use their present preoccupation with the spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nests where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Not the bees. Set them loose on the nests, and we would have our opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan. I like it. With a bit of smoke, we should be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Bees are predators of spiders? Here, apparently. I think there are some hornets that prey on spiders. I don't know about normal bees in our world, anyway. Have you anything that might be of use to us? We should have smoke bombs at the outpost just over there. How convenient. Tarantula hawks, exactly 0, yeah. Considering bees die when they sting, you're right, Deed. So I'm thinking more hornets. I don't know about real life bees, though. Don't bees mostly just have pollen and such? Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search about for beehives. I imagine the bees won't take kindly to your visit. Yeah, probably not. But once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. 2 will suffice, I should think. This is indeed a fantasy world. These are like giant magical beings. How big are the bees going to be? No pun intended that time. There we go. Okay. We have the supplies. Now where are the bees? Flamingo. You're a flamingo, huh? Oh, that's a lovely waterfall. Guess we're out into the swamp now. Let's see. Ah! There we go. Beehive. Yeah, this is gonna go great. The bees begin to swarm. Oh, and our chocobo has already desummoned. Guess that's because there are so many cutscenes. That's okay though. We can always just keep summoning them back until I run out. I have so many sacks in my inventory, I always forget which one to actually use. Okay, one beehive is down. Now let's search for the other one. But first, let me get some water while we travel. That's why you always use 2 greens to max out the timer? That's right, I keep forgetting we can do that. That's a rather recent addition. Or, well, probably they added it at the beginning of Shadowbringers or something. But it's been a while since I played regularly. I picked like the worst time to stop too, because it was right about to get really good. Oh well. Let me glare at these bees. Oh. Oh, thank you. Let's see, which sack was it? The large burlap sack, I think. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh. When you need a break, you need it. Yeah, I think it's... Well, yeah, life was really busy then. I realized that I did raid content several patches past where I did story. So, yeah, I must have been really swamped then. But part of it was also that I wasn't quite as interested in the story at that point. I still liked the story, but it just... how should I put it? It just wasn't up to the level that Heavensward was. But gameplay-wise, it was fun. But I also wasn't doing expert dungeons then either. The guard returned from Slitherbow, but not before offering his thanks. As for beehives, Thancred and I were successful in acquiring what we need. How did you fare? Here you go. Here's some buzzing sacks. Don't open those. This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let us hurry, before the bees begin to stir. Okay. Beautiful plan. Y'shtola is ready to move. The children's settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oath. According to the guard, there's an airway apart. Yeah, an airway. Apart from the entrance which leads to the spider's nest. That's very convenient. The bags are abuzz? Yes. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Okay, let's go then. Okay, can I actually get out of the river here? Okay, that looks like a I can get up over there. Oh, hello. I noticed that the enemies are far more frequent than they were in previous patches and far denser, but their aggro ranges are also a lot smaller. I think I kind of like it that way, rather than have just a couple enemies that were super far apart but would also chase you forever if you so much as looked in their general direction. Oh. Stay away from them just in case. Up there is the airway. Do you see it? That conveniently placed cave? A bit far perhaps, but we should be able to toss the bag through. Though we should probably loosen the ropes keeping it closed, enough that it falls open when it lands inside. I feel bad for the poor bees though if they're gonna hit the ground. May I do the honors? Well, sure, just be careful. That should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Bees! They're everywhere! Help, someone help. We have to save the spiders. It sounds like our plan is working. Still, it is quite likely not all were drawn away from their posts. If you should come to blows with the children, I'll see to it that any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy Y'shtola more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Okay, Slime nod. Your concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Why do I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of loafing about bored in the shadows? Come now, Thancred. The shadows are a fitting place for the Warrior of Darkness. Now, if you're both ready, yeah, let's do it. Let's see. Is there an entrance there or just nearby? Let me check here first, just in case. Doesn't look like I can get up here. It looks like that's the exit. I'm gonna check real quick just around here just to make sure that I don't have to go all the way around. Okay, we do have to go all the way around. But okay, at least it's revealed on the map now. Better to confirm than to go all the way around and then have to double back. You just love them referring to them as children's hero? Because out of context it makes every dialogue hilarious? Yeah. I can definitely see that. Especially since they were saying things like, we need to keep an eye on the children. It makes me think of them like, oh. Oh. I was wondering how long I could stand there before they noticed me. Apparently a pretty long time. Don't mind me though. Just gonna pass right through. Don't worry, I'm just the wind. Don't mind the cloud riding a small person. It's fine. I could be anyone. Zoom. Wow, their guards are like really good at this. He's gonna give up, isn't he? I'll put on a shield just in case. Oh no, he's coming, he's coming. Oh no, he saw me but then he ran the other way. Zoom, indeed, Ren. He gave up. The font of seeing suggests there is a chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near potential distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further in. I am the master of stealth. Wonder what the stealthiest mount I have is. Hold on. What do we have? Yes, that's the one. Stealth. Yes, this is it. I will be but a moment. Keep watch on the entryway. I'm gonna have to fight some enemies, aren't I? On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over this? It's an interesting mural. At a glance, I can tell they are old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children, in fact. Are those the former Warriors of Light? I wonder what's being depicted there. We're not like to come here a second time. It would behoove us to learn all we can. Slime nod. It does look like them, doesn't it? Yeah, there's the Lalafell healer. It's a bit hard with the camera. It does look like them. Where did you want me to... Oh, you wanted me to examine from over here. That makes sense, I guess. Oh, right, because they're gonna do the zoomy thing. Okay, let's zoom all the way in. Ah, there's this other mural too. The mural appears to be very old. A ruler sits atop a throne, attended by their subjects. Are we going to learn the true nature of the world or something? The mural appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing in their victory. It's interesting that they would put their shrine right next to a place worshipping the destruction of the dark. This mirror appears to be fairly old. A knight shields himself and their comrades from an encroaching darkness. A central figure is considerably faded. Excuse me. It's gonna be Albert, I know it. Probably. 90% sure. But how are they connected?
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this.
Oh hey Albert, I was just talking about you.
There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart.
Did he paint the final mural? Or was it already there? I guess it was already there.
This painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era.
I guess it's not
The
them.
story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself.
Ah, I see.
I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses.
Aww.
Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
I just hope I'm doing the right thing.
There
I'm
you
doing
are.
my best
I have
though.
everything I need. Let us quit this place.
Okay, by the way, can you see the ghost? With her vision, she might actually be able to. And indeed, Zero. Yes, zoinks?
We should go. The others are waiting.
Guess she can't. I'm hoping someone else will be able to see him, though. I just wonder who. Indeed, Lahi. Maybe Lahi can see them. He lives rent-free in my head, technically. And also in my private chambers, apparently. I believe I now have everything needed to finish deciphering the tablet. Tell me, Roku, did the murals appear to be of any significance? Yeah, they did. As a matter of fact. Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire, and immediately before the flood? Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime, you could be a curator of antiquities. Though it has no bearing on the task at hand, perhaps that knowledge may prove to be of use in the future. An unwanted proposal. Y'shtola's thirst for knowledge sated. She seems content to return to the Slitherbow. Let us return to the Slitherbow. The others are waiting. After we returned, the two of you should rest a while. No doubt Runner will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything of import, you will be the first to know. Okay, let's go then. But first let me double check for ether currents, though I think we have them all. Yeah, that's probably all of them here. Okay. Time to teleport back then. Let's see. Oop, got turned away. You always got the ether currents ASAP? Yeah, I typically do, but they seem to be putting them all along the main story path now. So I'm trying to no longer. Oop. I'm trying not to go too terribly far out of the way for them, but I'm making sure I don't miss any at the same time. And welcome back, Oxide. You're back from cleaning trails of shattered glass? Oh dear. Are you okay? I hope you're okay, and I hope whatever shattered is not too precious, and I just hope everything's alright. That makes sense, you like that? Yeah, they seem to have put everything in much more convenient places since moving them around at the beginning of Endwalker. They used to be kind of all over the place, but now they seem to be at least along the main story or alongside other side quests that you would take to also learn to fly, if that makes sense. Roku, the guard told me you left with Master Matoya to Woven Oath. And no sooner do you return that she locks herself away in her chambers without so much as a word. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me. But she is safe, and that is all that matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat there by the fire? The stew will be ready soon. But, hold on, there's like a side quest here. The Great Deceiver. Valen is gravely concerned for a friend, and this will teach us to fly, so I'm going to take this. Say, aren't you Roku? Master Matoya speaks quite highly of you. I'm sure you've more important things to concern yourself with, but I need help, and there's no one else I can turn to. I'm happy to help. It is my friend, Quinfort. Ever since we were young, he's always excelled in the arcane arts. In fact, even now he is in training to become a priest in the Knights Blessed. Perhaps the greatest of his gifts is clairvoyance, but I fear it's taken a toll on his mind as of late. He's always been different, but not like this. He's changed. Frighteningly so. What is quest sync? I think it makes enemies stronger or something. Or it makes me weaker. I'm somehow it levels the playing field, I guess. Ah, the quest is synced to your current level. I see. Thank you, Deet. The Great Worm quest? I'm not sure yet. I guess we'll see. The others think him no stranger than usual, but they're wrong. And I mean to prove it. You don't know him like we do, which is precisely why I'd like you to talk with him. Get an objective opinion on the matter. You like that more than the opposite? Me too. Me too. Because that way we get all our cool skills and everything and don't have to deal with gear and everything. Assuming we find out what his ails are. I hope there's a way to cure it. It's a bit hard to tell from the map which cave they're in, but let me try this one first. I may have chosen wrong. Oh yeah, that door doesn't open. Okay. Don't mind me there, then, Uriage. Let us try this cave. Ah, there you are. As foretold by the will of the wood, we meet at last. I've been expecting you, Roku. Either there's something wrong with him or he's gone full Chunibo. Yo. Shh. No one else must hear this. Not yet. My dreams are plagued with visions of the future. Calamity is upon us, and each night I witness our impending doom. But hope is not yet lost, for the dreams speak to me in favor. Sorry, wow, let me try that again. For the dreams speak to me of a savior in the form of a great serpent. I guess you're right, Deet. It was revered as a god in the days of the Ronkin Empire, and I believe it yet lives in the Great Wood, waiting to be roused from slumber. It has many names. Many would call it the Protector, some the Great Destroyer. Is it the Midgardsorm? Soon you will know the splendor of the Great Serpent. I see, Ren. The will of the wood demands I find this Great Serpent. It is our only hope of salvation. I have been chosen, Roku, to be the savior of the Slitherbow. Okay. So this is where the two of you have been hiding. Hello, Faldania. You're at work now, but you missed? Okay, well, I hope work goes well. Let me type that in case you can't hear me. I hope work goes well. Best of luck to you. Now that you've gotten to know one another, what do you think? His mind is beyond saving. His dreams are an ill omen. Yeah, let's go along with it. What's the worst thing that could happen? You believe him? Oh dear, I fear I've made a terrible mistake. Please don't tell me you too have communed with the will of a star or some such nonsense. Valen, please. We are in the midst of a most important discussion. When you first began talks of dreams and delusions, I held my peace, but I won't let you drag anyone else into this. No, it's fine, we can go check on this giant snake or whatever. Such narrow-minded thinking is why only I have been chosen by the wood, by the Great Serpent. Yes, Quinfort, whatever you say. You've mocked me for the last time, Valen. I will summon the Great Serpent this very day and prove to you this truth of my visions. Okay, let's go do it. Okay, bye. Quinfort, wait. Where are you going? To meet with misfortune would likely bring him to his senses, but he's my friend, and I can't stand the thought of him getting hurt out there. Will you help me look for him? Of course I will. If anything should happen to him, I'll never forgive myself. Slime nod. I too am eager to see this great serpent of yours. But first we have to find him, I guess. Not too far from the city. It's shocking that nobody else has noticed the Great Serpent. Considering it's just, like, right there. Then again, my stealth powers are apparently very amazing. Maybe it's cowering from the Lahi. Okay, hello. I see a beetle, but I don't see a great serpent. Over there, I think I see him. Really? Your eyes are is better than mine. Vampire vine? Well, we'll stay away from that then. How did you see him? Amazing eyesight. And vampire cups, too? Enough, Quinfort. Even you should recognize the danger of wandering off alone in these woods. Hehehehe. You really have gone mad, haven't you? Mock me all you like, Valen, but now you will bear witness to the truth with your own eyes. Behold, the divine protector of Ronka, the great serpent of legend. No, it can't be. Ah! That's the great serpent? Oh, I've seen somebody with this mount. Or minion. Minion, I think. It's terrifying. It will destroy everything. I stand no chance against it. We must make friends with it, lest it destroy us all. I see nothing great about that. What is that exactly? I refuse to believe that it's a serpent. Please tell me you're joking. Ha 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 ha. Don't be jealous, Valen. The will of the woods works in mysterious ways, and this serpent is the key to our deliverance. No, I believe you. I am completely on board with this. Please let me have that as a minion. Oh, we're gonna have to do another quest, aren't we? I don't want to stray too far from main scenario, though. Oh, good, there's a second one. No, it's not for Ether Currents, though. I'll have to remember to do this as one of the first side quests I come back to do, though. For now, we better continue main story. I don't want to get too sidetracked. Oh, nice. Our free company leveled up somehow. Maybe the max level increased with the expansion or something? There's 2 blue chain quests, and once you've done them both, you unlock a final one? I see. Thank you for letting me know, Neat. It's horrifyingly cute, Martin. I think it's very cute in its own way. We may not be able to save the world without its aid, though, so I may have to come back before too long.
Strange. The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer.
That's probably not a good sign.
We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
You sure you don't want me to look for your friends who are missing? Slime Nod? I'm sure there's danger, though.
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it?
Ardbert?
The blessing may spare him the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. He is not as he was in the source.
I knew that cutscene, or I guess those cutscenes, were too ominous. there is going to be a lasting effect, isn't there?
Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all.
Not at all? Didn't we, like, shoot some of it into space, though? That was pretty cool.
I fear it was absorbed, that he has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
I guess I really will become like a supercharged warrior of light. But I wonder if we're playing into somebody's plan with this.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already.
It's not heavy to carry, it's light. Nice one, Deet. You always have great puns.
Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed, everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help!
Of course he gets interrupted.
The Ilmorans have come for us! We're under attack!
How did they catch up with us so quickly? The pixies had pretty much destroyed their army. Meanwhile, in Yulmore, the Exarch, that's right. They bid him pay a visit. Is this actually gonna go well for him or no? Best of luck, my friend, question mark? Who we can hopefully trust.
Lord Forthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken.
Too long, at any rate.
May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
Those are some kind words.
Disingenuous.
Well, so much for that.
Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin-eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers, so I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival.
You say that right next to what is probably a Light Warden, and probably he's a Light Warden too, or at least it certainly wouldn't shock me.
Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Are you serious? Do you not know why? Do you not see all the Sin-Eaters in this very room with you right now?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation.
And how do you know that?
With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve.
Doesn't look like anyone in... There's a lot of food here. mean, maybe if you didn't hoard it all.
Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion.
If people actually tended the farms, I'm sure there would be enough food for everyone.
They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god.
And I guess you think you're the god.
I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need.
I don't like this guy very much.
Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them.
I don't know, the Crystarium seems like it's becoming a sanctuary of its own too.
That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
He's just coming out and saying it, I guess.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more.
So he knows about the eras. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome, and we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Forthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears.
Maybe we actually can trust the Crystal Exarch.
These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains. And I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you. So naive. So painfully predictable. Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense.
No, he knew this was a trap to begin with.
Insurrection will not be tolerated. The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception.
Clever.
How did he? Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
Looks like he's not the only one who can predict the outcome. But how did they catch up so quickly? Seemed like we had a really good lead just a moment ago. Plot speed, I guess.
For the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing.
At least they're still alive.
I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands. By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
I don't think that's how that works.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness.
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
You in what army, though? You got like 10 people, tops.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith.
Ah, that explains why they went along with it.
You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed Shadow at bay.
About that, I'm right here.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Yeah, you'd think they would know that by now.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for woven oath with all haste. We will leave you, but you may have time to prepare.
I guess at least he's giving us time.
Vote
Then again,
oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
we have gained a few levels story-wise since our last fight with him, so maybe we can actually take him now. Probably not defeat him, but maybe the story will at least allow us to fight him on even terms.
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
Does she even have to ask?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore and dealt with as such.
No, that's an unsurprising answer, honestly. But hey, here's the Warrior of Darkness himself.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
Slime nod. Slime run? Why are we running away? Why aren't we helping? We have healers. Okay. So what next? Surely we're not going to go along with their plan. Hello, Ice. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. The guard hath been afflicted with a most terrible and efficacious poison. We have attempted all manner of healing incantations. Alas, his condition remains unchanged. You're awake? I'm technically awake also. At present, we can but slow the poison's advance. I pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. That's your day so far? I see. Well, good morning. Put to the proof. Rianger wears a somber expression. How fareth the young guard? The poison spreads throughout his system long before he was brought here. At present, there is naught we can do but try to ease his pain. Do not blame yourselves, my friends. All that can be done has been done. Even had we reached him sooner, it would have made little difference. The children employ countless poisons. Finding a suitable antidote is a nigh impossible task. What of the rest of the Blessed? How have they taken the news of Eelmore's generous proposition? With anger and dismay. We cannot hope to oppose them, both them and the children. I considered a convocation of all the knights blessed that we might consider their ultimatum, but I know how they will answer. Master Matoya, I am truly sorry. We will not, cannot abandon our faith. But there is no reason for you to suffer for our decision. Your work is not yet done, and you still have time to flee. Flee? I don't think she intends to flee. I am not one to run from my troubles. In fact, with Roko's arrival, I am minded to take the offensive. That's the spirit. We can take them. They have like 10 soldiers. The Ilmoran's presence here plainly stems from a desire to protect the Light Warden. I say we seek it out and slay the creature before they return. Oh, that's an interesting plan too. Were darkness to fall over Raktika, they would have no cause to remain. Fair enough, I suppose. All of which is rather easier said than done. Unless, of course, you finally deciphered that tablet. She probably has. I have, as a matter of fact. Exactly, see? And with it, we can prepare everything we need to enter Yixmaja. What say you all? We will need to act quickly, but I believe it can be done. We cannot deny our fate, but one course lieth before us. We shall slay the Light Warden. Let's do it, I guess. Hopefully that's fine. Looks like everyone's in agreement? Good. I leave the Blessed in your capable hands, runner. Very well. He seems upset about that almost. I see there is no changing your mind. By all that is dark, I swear to keep the Blessed safe. This is war? I guess so. According to the tablet, we will first need to obtain a seal used to identify the allies of Ronka in times past. One such seal should be waiting for us in a complex of underwater ruins not far from here. Oh, cool. You have some experience with subaquatic excursions, do you not? I don't really want to swim in a swamp though, but okay, slime nod. Then this should prove a simple task for you. The ruins we seek are at the bottom of Lake Tusi Mekta. While you see to that, Minfili and I will remain here to help shore up Slitherbow's defenses. Your aid would be greatly appreciated. Are we really gonna swim to the bottom of a swamp? Cool. Where is that? Ah. At least it doesn't look that deep. Hopefully. I mean, I was able to basically, like, walk through parts of that water, right? Unless that's just, like, the waypoint to it. Music here is really cool. Is it gonna play in the whole region? Oh, that's cool. Never mind. Well, he's cool too, though. Lahi indeed, Zero. Okay. So here we are. There you are. Ready for a swim? No. We seek the seal? What? The seal we seek should be stored in a chamber somewhere inside the ruins beneath the lake. However, the entrance is seemingly protected by a subtle locking mechanism rooted in the symbolism of Ronkin culture. The Ronkins sought to live in harmony with nature and considered certain animals to be sacred. Foremost in their pantheon was the snake, portrayed as the protector of the wood. Maybe we do need that snake worm, whatever it was. An arbiter of life and death. Below it were 4 others, each equal in rank. Excuse me. The Coirel, the Colibri, the Opo, and the Wolf. Characterized as the bringers of liberty, words, enlightenment, and harmony, respectively. I hope this isn't on the test. I'm going to forget all of it. To open the chamber containing the seal, the tablet states that one must pay due deference to 3 of these beasts by placing one's palms on monuments wrought in their image, and that this must be done in a specific sequence. Only 3 of them, that's odd. If my interpretation is correct, the order can be discerned from the 3 commandments which follow. Give praise unto the snake. By its strength do our lands prosper. I'm gonna write this down just in case. The snake, yeah. Be as the Opo, a rival thy kin. As all parts seek betterment, so too does the whole. Be as the wolf, move as one. Peace comes to all who seek harmony with their kin. I don't know if I'm writing down the right things, but okay. The tablet says not of their placement, size, or appearance of the monuments, alas. Hopefully all will become clear when you reach the bottom of the lake. Go safely. I hope so. Alright, well, let's go then. Never mind, this lake is bigger than I thought. Great. Well, let's at least get over the part we're supposed to go down. Oh yeah, that's some super clear water. Alright, let's do this. Get this over with. At least the sun's out. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Delicious swamp water. No, you want me to go even deeper, don't you? Oh, what? How do I get there? Is there a cave entrance? Oh, okay. Okay, so... snake first, they said, I think. You find a statue of a snake. Put the palm on the snake? Yeah, okay. You sense something stir elsewhere in the lake. Oh no, we're gonna have to do a bunch of places, aren't we? Okay, why do there have to be fish too? Thankfully, I am somewhat desensitized to this from the Stormblood areas, but this is still horrible. Where is the next? Where are we going next? Somewhere around here. Eh? Where's the entrance? I think that's a person, yeah. Down here? I hope this is right. Okay, that seems to be an entrance. The Koyarl though, but this isn't the one we want, is it? No. We want the Opo Opo. Oh, they're trying to trick me. You find a statue of an Opo Opo. Yes, we'll play. Oop. Wrong button. No wonder I couldn't find the entrance here. They're trying to trick us. Eh? Thought I got on my mount. Okay. Now we just need one more. Then we can finally get out of this lake. This horrible, horrible lake. At least it's not as bad as the abyss. Glad I noticed that. And next is the wolf. Okay. And I hope I did this in the right order. Once more you sense something stir elsewhere in the lake. Perhaps the chamber containing the seal is open. Now they didn't mention anything about looking for seals, too. Okay. That all the way back here. How do fish breathe this water? This is horrible. No, it's further down. Oh, this must be the entrance here. Okay, we've reached our destination at long last. Door opens to reveal a pedestal upon which rests a medallion. You take it and secure it inside your clothing. Now let's get out of here, please. Nope. We gotta go the long way. Okay. I was kind of hoping we could just teleport immediately, but no, let's just swim out as fast as we can. There we go. Okay, that wasn't quite as bad as I thought it would be, thankfully. You would not believe the day I've had, Y'shtola. But I'm back. Did you find it? I sure did. Please never make me jump in the lake again. This medallion, it bears the owl insignia of the Empire. There can be no doubt. This is the seal of Ronka. I thought you said it was an owl. Well done, Roku. We can begin our preparations to enter Yixmaja in earnest. Okay, cool. Into the wood. Y'shtola would waste no time in heading to Yixmaja. Bearing the seal, it should be possible to enter Yixmaja unmolested by its guardians. I will go ahead to Slitherbow and inform the others. When you have recovered from your exertions, meet with us in the cavern leading east out of the village. Let me check one last time for ether concurrence. Okay. Doesn't seem like there are anywhere nearby, so let's head there. Okay. At last we can see the east entrance and what lies beyond. Good, you're here. Runar opened the gate for us but moments ago. Beyond lies Yixmaja, and presumably the Light Warden. It did not take long for the wood's protectors to find me when last I came here, and I expect them to fall upon us just as quickly this time. Though we carry the seal, that is no reason for us to let our guard down. Now, let us seek out the Warden and put an end to its reign over these woods. Is it really that simple? It can't really be that simple, can it? 300 east, it's gotta be by the entrance, right? Let me pass over this river here real quick. Oh, I can't. Can I get out? Yes. Getting close. Oh, these are some lovely flowers. Leading us to the dungeon, perhaps? The Blind Force of Yixmaja. We're so close that I'm going to look for the ether. Oh, there it is. How do we get there? Forest Echo. Let's loop around, hopefully. Okay. Now then. We should be getting close. How many currents are left? Only 500 northeast, maybe up by that town there. You know, I'm gonna check the destination here just in case this isn't actually the dungeon yet, because it probably isn't. It's not purple, so it may not be an ambush, but we'll see. Oh, I guess it is an ambush. But one that I may not have to fight against. Wobble wobble indeed.
You trespass upon sacred ground. Be gone!
I mean, you let me pass by here before. As long as I didn't click on the destination. Can we show them the pendant already? Wouldn't that make them stop?
We did not come to.
I don't think they're gonna listen to reason, Y'shtola. Are we actually gonna have to fight?
Mean you no harm.
Could have brought that out to begin with.
Sister, is that...
We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
Maybe they'll join our side now. Wow, they're fast. Really fast.
It appears to be genuine.
That was a quick 180.
Perhaps there's yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
What would have happened if I went to the village before?
All right. Follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Ixmaya, fine.
Oh, Maya? Slime Nod? I'm just glad that for once we were able to talk things out. Azure flowers, they are very pretty. Going to Bunnytown? I see. Your people, though? Did you change from a Lalafell since last we met in-game? I know it's been a few years since I logged in to Ether much. Well, they said don't stray from the trail, but we might be a bit off the trail. Hello? Ah, you went bunny for Shadowbringers? I see, I see. I would have the seal, that we may confirm its authenticity. Straight to the point, I see. Very well. There's no mistaking the crest of the royal family. It is a proper size, and by its weight it is plain it was made from gold. The seal is indeed genuine. For 3,000 years, we have waited for this moment, and now you are finally here. I bid you welcome, allies of Ronka. I am Almit, chieftainess of Fano. Oh, we met her younger sister. Simon, a pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. May you post a link? What of? But you should have permissions, I believe. I beg your pardon? These are troubled times for my people. Though I can but imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired after your journey. Come, take your ease. Twitter post with a picture of your friend? Since you haven't seen her. Okay. Just in case my security settings are aggressive, maybe you can send it to a mod to post for you. You should be able to post links because you're a VIP, but just in case. If you'd like, I will show you about the village, though I must warn you it is a long way down to the forest floor, so do watch your step. Okay. Slime nod. Oh neat, a treetop village. I like that. Just stick it in Discord? Okay, thank you. Right. Top of the tree. Simon is staring intently in your general direction. This way, what's your name? I am the slime. Roku. And this is a common name nowadays? Apparently there are like 3 Roku VTubers now. How times change. But I digress. Come and be sure to watch your step. Let's go. Can I actually fall off? I kind of want to see. I can't. I'm going to attune to the Aetheryte first, though. Why does it seem to be getting further away instead of closer? Okay. I think I'm going to take a bit of a break, though. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna grab a quick snack and more water and such. See you in a bit. Oh, thank you, Zero. I'll check it out. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I did indeed register there. Thank you, Oxide. Thank you, Zero. I am properly unmuted and you can see me and stuff. Okay, good. Today won't be a super long stream though. I'll be careful not to overdo it. So we're just gonna do a bit more. As bearers of the seal, you have a right to know what became of the Empire and my people's purpose here. We are descendants of the palace guard which served under the last emperor, and to this day we carry on the duty of our forebears. His final decree of his eminence before Ronka's fall. By the wisdom of our people was Ronka made to thrive. Such knowledge must never be forgotten, nor may it be suffered to fall into the hands of the wicked. Keep it secret, keep it safe, and look to the coming of our allies. Unto them you shall bequeath our all, and thus will Ronka live on. Slime voice, slime voice? Okay, okay, Zero. By his command, we have remained in the great word. It's a bit hard to do. Guardians of Ronkan ruined. Wow, I can't. And is I don't know. I can't seem to do it quite right today. In his wisdom held within. I hope thou wilt not think the question impertinent, but did thy people famed longevity perchance play a part in the Emperor's decision to entrust this mission unto thee and thine? Okay, sorry, that's all I can do. That was one reason, yes. We V's would easily live to see 3 of your elven lifetimes. Wow, they're long-lived. Thank you. We were also the fiercest fighters. There are none more fit than us to stand watch over the remains of Ronka. 3,000 years, though. But our duty has grown ever more perilous in the wake of the flood. Settlements such as this one, excuse me, were plentiful before the light claimed dominion over the land. But now, Fano is all that remains. Our numbers dwindle year by year. Before long, there will be no one left to honor the Emperor's wishes. And you believe we are the allies to whom you have waited. For whom, excuse me. You have the seal, do you not? After 3 millennia of waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Not as much of a miracle as her hand phasing in and out of her clothes there. Truth be told, I had begun to think you would never come. Sister. I mean, 3,000 years is kind of a long time. You're gonna go pick up some lunch, Zero? Okay, have a nice meal. And thank you for coming by. I probably won't go too much longer anyway. We are glad of your presence here in the Great Wood. The wisdom of Ronka is yours should you wish it. You need only ask. Slime nod. I do seek your wisdom. You come in search of the Light Warden. My apologies, but I do not know where it makes its lair. Uemet, do you recall any sightings of this creature? Not in these past 30 summers. 30? But that would mean... How old are you exactly? 3,000? I hope you haven't literally been waiting 3,000 years. Young enough to remember. With age comes knowledge. There may yet be one among us who has seen or heard of the abomination you seek. We have leave to speak with other V's then? But of course. Then we should split up and inquire individually. If someone knows something, I would hear it while there is yet time to act. Slime nod. Okay, time to split up. But if they saw it 30 years ago, maybe they at least... I wonder how much the Light Wardens move around, actually. Maybe it's still there, maybe that's where it makes its base. It was not my intention to pry, but your voices carry far. I know what it is you would ask of me. Unfortunately, the answer is no. I have not seen the Light Warden. I patrol the ruins perimeter regularly, and if it were hiding nearby, I would know about it. Is it deeper within the ruins, perhaps? Or on the other side of the ruins? It's got to be in some sort of dungeon area. Or maybe there will be a trial again. But it's been a while since a dungeon, so I'm expecting a dungeon. An outsider? But how? Allies of the Empire? My sincerest apologies for failing to note your arrival. It was the warden you wished to know about, yes? My mother, may she rest in peace, told me once of its appearance in these woods. Before settling here in Fanau, she lived in a village near Roctica Falls until it was destroyed by sin eaters. While out on patrol one day, she spotted a swarm of the abominations, one of which was different from the rest. It was larger for one thing, but what struck her was the way its fellows seemed to revere it. She was convinced that what she had seen was the Light Warden. You exchange with Coril has taught you something about the Light Warden's possible whereabouts. I wonder what exactly Light Warden is. I mean, a massive light ether that can even travel into another person and such? It can't be that simple though, can it? The Light Warden? No, I have not seen it. But I have witnessed the horrors of the Lesser Eaters. How they are wont to hunt in packs and carry off their victims, rather than consuming them on the spot. I suspect the Warden is a grotesque, corpulent thing, waiting patiently for its minions to bring its next meal. Let me talk to the gemstone trader too. Seems fast. The time has come for the V's to share more of our culture with the outside world, small as it has become. As my contributions to these efforts, I am happy to offer a variety of goods from the Force in exchange for any bicolored gemstones you might happen upon. Yep, that was simple enough. And now for the final person. But I believe that we're still far from the next ether current. Yeah. If we keep going past this person, we might reach it though. You search for the Light Warden. I cannot say I've ever laid eyes on it. Our duty is to protect the ruins, nothing more. We have no need to strike out in search of such a foe. Okay. But we talked to one person who had a clue. At least. So let's head back and share that information. Oops, wrong person. I pray the others were able to provide what I could not. There you go. Here are my notes on the subject. Near Roctica Falls? Why was I not told of this? I think I see now why it has never been spotted on our patrols. I've never heard of this Roktica Falls, but can I assume it lies deep within the woods of Maya? Just so, but the tunnel which leads there collapsed after a rather terrible battle with the Eaters and has not been passable for many years. We made several attempts to clear away the rubble, yet each time we were driven back. In the end, we were forced to give it up for as lost, thereby making it a suitable place for the Warden to take sanctuary. There's perhaps one way to enter, though it may be at great peril to you and your companions. The Kitar Ravel, a temple to the northeast. It has been sealed for centuries, but within it is a path that leads to the falls. Can it be opened? For the allies of the Ronka, it can. First we must go to Kumul Astropolis. Once the flow of magic is restored there, the path through the Katana Ravel can be opened. This may sound like a simple task, but there are certain obstacles which prevent us from attending to it ourselves. Of course there are. And we know not how to overcome them. The Emperor never granted our forebears leave to look upon the secrets we are charged with protecting, that we might not be tempted. The means to do so were withheld from us. We can but show you the way. The rest will be up to you. It would seem we have our work cut out for us then. Shall we? We shall. Do you have to ask? Slime nod. Let us be about it then. If that is your wish, it is my duty to escort you. While we attend to matters in Kumul Astropolis, I would ask that your sisters accompany Uriage and Thancred, and share with them all they can of these woods. While we have every intention of investigating Roktica Falls, 'tis yet possible the Light Warden dwells elsewhere. With that in mind, it would behoove us to prepare an alternative course of action. Uemet, Simit, I leave them to you. Nod. Yes, sister. Should our present course prove false, doubt but not that Thancred and I shall find any and all possible paths forward. Okay. But the temple, or whatever it is, sounds like a dungeon, so I'm gonna guess that's the correct path. Look to the stars. Almet stands ready to guide you through the ruins. What you seek lies in the heart of Kumul Astropolis. I don't know why I struggle with that word so much. Unfortunately, it too was sealed shut by order of His Eminence. If we are to open it, we must first look to the morning stars. Come, I will show you the way. Okay, but it looks like we might have a quest along the way that will teach us to fly. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Suit up. Heimet is elated to have someone who can aid her. As I live and breathe an ally of Ronka, it just so happens I have a vital task I would entrust to none other. Our V's on patrol require new raiments, and I would have you deliver them to them at Bow Rest. They should be expecting you. I pray there will not be a repeat of your incident with Chieftainess Almet. Hopefully not. And you'd have me go here? Okay. That's in the opposite direction, so we are doing that one first, I guess. Oops, this does not appear to be the correct path. Which one is it then? This one? I think this is right. Seems promising. Okay. Thankfully it doesn't seem too far. But let me grab some water while we travel. While I make this trek, feel free to ask any questions or bring up any topics or anything within reason. Oh, snapweed looks interesting. Oh, seems I'm interesting to it as well, or a few of them. Okay. Ah, these must be the archers that we are to talk to. Please don't attack me. Okay. An outsider come from the village? How did you... Well, I brought this at least. Ah, Heimet spoke of you. An ally of Ronka, yes? Welcome to Bowrest. The outpost serves dual purposes. Here we keep watch for any who would intrude on our home, and also for beasts that would feed it. We must stay ever alert, so that our arrows strike true. For you as well? Oh, what a sight! It is not often we see so vaunted a hero as yourself in this remote area. What do you need from me? Here you go. Our new attire, wonderful! Indeed, the fabric and design are everything Heimet made them out to be. This will aid us greatly. The leather is made from the skins of rails, and is unsurpassed in quality. They are bestowed upon all who come of age, and complete the rites. The particulars of said rites, well, best save that for another time, lest I give you nightmares. It's okay, I've been through a few things myself. I did not expect an ally of Ronka to come to Bowrest. What brings you here? Ah, of course! Heimet said someone would be delivering these to us. They are made specially for archers, and will not impede our movements as stiffer material does. Every so often invaders will come clad in steel from head to toe. However, their overconfidence makes them blind. Every defense has an opening, and that is where we take aim. I see. Well, that was a simple quest. Now we just head on back. Okay. Hello again, Heimet. I return. Unless you have kept one for yourself, I see your deliveries are complete. Thank you. Although I told them you were coming, I imagine it was an entirely different thing to actually speak with you. It shall not be long until you are accepted as one of our own. May we work together again. Ally of Ronka. Okay. Now then, back to the main story. Actually... surprisingly, we've done a lot of this. It looks like there's only one more region left to us. Although there's, two halves of the regions we've been to before to return to at some point. And we're almost done with the Raktika Greatwood. And one more to find and one more quest other than main scenario, I think. You, out. Cracked Ronkin Thorn. Let's get out of that thing's way. It looks kind of like an Allegan thing, but I'm not sure. Probably not if it's 3,000 years old. Well, maybe. Maybe the Allegans were only in our shard, though. At least until the Crystal Tower came here. You're able to keep up, I see. Well done. Ahead lie the morning stars, 4 monuments built in tribute to the guardians of Raktika. Beyond them is the Great Pyramid of Uxner, where the flow of magic must be restored. It is said that the monuments are themselves the keys to opening the pyramid, though I know not how. That is for you to discover. Another puzzle. Wonderful. I would have a closer look. Okay, let's go do this. Hold on, I gotta take a look at this thing though. Hello there, big fellow. Cracked Ronkin doll. How long has this weird golem thing stood guard here? So long. Let me see if there's any ether currents nearby. Nope, still pretty far. Okay, let me sneak in then. Thought I saw something blue here. It's not. It is indeed another puzzle, but for a blessing, it appears to be similar to the one we encountered at the lake. These statues are all depictions of the divine beasts mentioned on the tablet. No doubt they will open the way into the pyramid in like manner. We have but to discern the correct order. Let us split up and search the area for clues. These ruins are covered in ancient inscriptions. The answer may well be hiding among them. Indeed, it may be best to transcribe them if they, are as numerous as you say. Better than risk overlooking something. Okay, gonna have to write this down then. The transcription would prove impractical for you, not being versed in Ronkin script. No matter, you will employ a different approach. Impressions. Here, I had thought to use these clay tablets to record any significant imagery we discovered, but they will serve you just as well. Take impressions of any inscriptions you find. We will start at the base of the pyramids. You begin at top. When you have finished, return here and I will translate your findings. Okay. Up top then. Like here up top? Here's a pyramid. Can I actually climb like this? Okay, I guess I can. Is this the way I'm actually supposed to climb it? That is questionable. Are we gonna climb this way anyway? Yes. Okay, there we go. Very convenient that you had 4 clay tablets on you. You make an impression of the writing inscribed on the monument. Is there a faster way up? No, it looks like that's literally what we're supposed to do. Okay. Hopefully the entrance to this one is in roughly the same spot. Climb, jump, jump, jump. All the jumping. They certainly didn't make it easy to get up. Okay. Let's take another one. Just 2 more to go. I'm gonna be careful not to take too much fall damage in case one of these enemies down here spots me, like that one did, and ends up murdering me. Ow. Wait. Good, I did manage to dodge that. Okay. Three down. Now we just need number 4. It's too bad there aren't any ancient elevators like there are in Elegant Society. Unless on the opposite side there is an elevator or something. But anyway, we are done. And it didn't take too long. Not too bad. Okay. Quest complete. But now for the actual puzzle. I trust you've made good use of those clay tablets. I have indeed. Well done. A moment while I decipher what you found. Apologies for the delay. Nothing we saw at the base of the pyramids gave us any hint as to the solution of the puzzle, focusing instead on how to proceed having solved it. Your findings, on the other hand, appear to form a riddle. Once assembled, it reads as follows. Come together, share despair. Ah, cheery. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call. Avert thy gaze, forever fall. I had assumed that the puzzle would involve a sequence, but from all Mitt and I were able to gather, it is but a matter of suffusing one of the statues with ether. They said something about a crown, right? Do any of these have a crown? That's a lot of statues. The question being, which one? Have you any thoughts? No idea. Given your talent for finding solutions to vexatious problems, I think it best that you choose the statue. What say you, Roku? Sure? I hope this is multiple choice. Right then. After you have selected a statue, I will imbue it with the required ether. Should it prove to be a trap, which it probably will because I have no idea, I am more than capable of warding off any malign magics it may contain. Now, which statue shall it be? Oh dear, that's a lot. Might I hear the riddle one more time? Yes, of course, I have it written here. Come together, share despair. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call. Avert thy gaze, forever fall. It's probably something that can fly. I don't know. Let's hear it one more time. I have no idea. We're gonna guess randomly, I guess. Let's go with owl, I guess. Alright, I pray this works. And hopefully the punishment for getting it wrong isn't too severe. Because my brain is not in a good place for solving riddles right now. The ether has been absorbed. You really do have a talent for these things. Did I actually get it right? Okay. I'll take it. The way should be clear now. Come, let us... Someone approaches. Sister. Sister. Simon? What are you doing here? What has happened? Ilmoran soldiers. How did they know about Ilmor? And they have entered Ixmaya. Ilmoran soldiers? And what of the Blessed? Nothing specific, but it seems the Ilmorans had little interest in Slitherbow or its people. According to our scouts, their general and his men made all haste for the gate to Ixmaya upon finding it. Together with Thancred, Oimet and some few others have engaged them at the border. You are to return and assist Oimet at once. They are not to set foot near the ruins of Fanow. We will see to matters here and return as quickly as we can. Understood? Yes, sister. Be careful. In 3,000 years, no army's been able to get past their gates, and now they suddenly are able to so easily? Though I knew time was short, I did not expect the Ilmorans to move so swiftly. But we have come too far to turn back now. Or have we? We may have to, because I think it's near time to end the stream for the day. Mikasa Tupasa. Amit would have you hurry to the pyramid. Time is against us, friend. Quickly, into the pyramid. I fear that is a dungeon coming up. So I think now will be the time that we will call the stream and look for somebody to raid. So as always, thank you very much for coming, everybody. Let's go into stream. I will give a shout out to my mods who stream. One for Rin, one for Eyes. You need to head out and do housework anyway, Martin. Okay. Good luck with your housework. And Pending was here too. I'll shout out my other mods too if you want, but if you want. But let's go run credits. While I look for somebody to raid. As always, thank you very much for joining me for my marathon. I'm sorry that I missed yesterday and today wasn't quite as long, but I do promise to take care of myself. Thank you, Eyes, Oscu, Rin, and Oxide, and Pending was here a bit earlier. Thank you for moderating. And Oxide, thank you for resubscribing, and Death Metal as well. Now then, who shall we raid? Oh, there's a lot of people on today. Who to go with, though? Let's see. I would like to raid that person, but they're doing Final Fantasy spoilers, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, they do say they're doing spoilers. I guess we haven't raided this person in a while, so we'll go raid them. Okay. Now then, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, depending on your time zone. Thank you again once more for keeping me company during my marathon. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am. Anyway, we're gonna go raid now. Bye bye. Bye bye.